Sharp. This is a delicious and easy meal to make with flavors from Thailand that are so approachable. Anytime cooking any Asian recipes, it's just all about having some pantry ingredients on hand. There are many ingredients, of course, like garlic, ginger, lime, sesame oil, fish sauce, soy, so on and so forth, that just span across many different recipes. So very, very approachable. Make sure when cutting any citrus, make sure to give it a roll first and put a little pressure on it. This breaks up the fibers on the inside and allows it just to juice that much better for you. I finally chopped up some garlic cloves and sliced a lime in half. We're going to cut off some bell pepper cheeks and julienne that, which simply means to cut it into strips. You can make them however thick or skinny that you'd like. Discard the seeds and rest, or save whatever's left over, perhaps for some stock. Simple strips here. You want to make them uniform so they cook evenly and it looks pleasing as well. Super easy with the FN Sharp Santoku knife. It has that dimpled blade that's great for veggies because this prevents everything from sticking to the blade while you're chopping or slicing. Half of a sweet onion. After cutting that in half, I'm just simply going right down onto them. I'm not dicing it. I want strips to kind of mimic and go along to complement with the red bell pepper. Season up some salmon fillets. If you buy it with skin on, keep the skin on. This is going to keep the meat nice and tender and moist. Into a pan over medium-high heat. A little bit of oil is all you need. The key is don't disturb the salmon. Once it goes in, you want to lay the salmon away from you in the pan, and this prevents any splatter from coming near you, or if you have little ones or pets roaming around kind of near the stove, this avoids anything dangerous from happening. And then leave them alone, allow the color to develop. Once you see the edges of the salmon start to turn color, that's a good indication on when you should flip them. Salmon is great at medium rare, but if that's a little too undercooked for you, you can go further. Depending on what type of salmon you get, there's some salmon that's fattier than others. If it has a really high fat content, that's going to help keep it moist. Maybe you don't particularly care for the flavor that comes along with that. It's totally up to you, but not all salmon is exactly alike. So keep that in mind. Experiment with different types of salmon. Once the salmon's cooked, I'm going to set it aside. It does have carryover cooking, which means it'll continue to cook even once it comes out of the pan. So keep that in mind. Add the bell peppers first because they'll need a little bit extra time. Then in with the onions and then the white parts of the scallions. Season well. Allow that to go, but not cook down too much. You don't want it so soft it's just turning into mush. You do want it to have a bit of a bite. To cut a little corner here, this is some store-bought Thai green curry paste, which has lemongrass and ginger and other seasonings in there. It's just a quick way to add tons of flavor. Speaking of flavor, a whole can of coconut milk. Get the full fat stuff, get all that flavor in there, and then a squeeze of that lime is going to add acidity, which is going to kind of cut through the richness. And along with that fresh ginger and the veggies, and now the green parts of the scallions, oh my, so much flavor. You can either pour right over your cooked salmon, or you can add the salmon to warm back up right into the pan with the sauce. Serve alongside of your favorite rice. I'm using jasmine here, and you have a delicious meal. You can prep these ahead of time. You got a little bit of a meal prep. You got a great lunch or a fantastic dinner, garnished with a little bit of fresh cilantro, and you're good to go. Make sure to follow fnsharp.com for this and much more. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon.